In problem B, we've got another series or sum. And let's see, our sum starts at, I equals 3. And we want it to end at 7. So we're going to plug in our i's here into the formula. So we're going to start with I equals 3 here. So if we plug in I equals 3 wherever there's an I first, we'll get 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17. Remember, we add. This is summation. We're going to keep on adding. So now we're going to plug in the next number, 4. Well, 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. So when we plug in 4, we get 22. We'll add that to our other number, 17, and keep going, adding as we go along. Next number we plug in automatically is 5. We're just going in numerical order. Well, 5 times 5 gets us 25, plus 2 is 27. Again, continuing to add. This is not our last term. We're plugging in the next number, 6. 5 times 6 gets us 30, plus 2 is 32. So we've got 32 plus. Now we are hitting our last term. Now we get to plug in the last number, the 7. So I can plug in my 7 for I. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 2 is 37. So let's add up all of our numbers. We got our 17, our 22, our 27, our 32, and our 37. And when we add up everything, we get a total of 135. So our series, or summation, adds up to 135. In problem C, let's take a look. We have a sum here that starts at I equals 1. And ends at number 2, so it's a quick sum. So we're going to plug in our I of 1 first. So if we plug in I equals 1, we'll get 2 to the first, which is 2, times your 5 is 10. Notice the only other number I need to plug in is when I equals 2, so that will come in as a 2 squared, that is, which is 4, times the 5 will give you 20. Now remember, this was a summation, so I need to take those two entries and add them. The 10 and 20 will give us 30. So our sum was quick. It was just the number 30. Let's look at problem D. Problem D, we've got a little bit more going on. We're going to start with I equals 1 and end at 3. And we're plugging in our i's, though, for two different values, the I and I cubed, and an I that's by itself that we're subtracting. So let's see what happens. Let's start out with I equals 1 first. So plugging in 1 for the two i's will get you, 1 cubed is 1, minus 1 will still get you, that will get you 0. Now let's plug in our next number, I equals 2. Well, plugging in I equals 2, 2 cubed here will give us, 2 cubed will give us, 8 minus a 2, so 8 minus 2 will actually give you 6. Now what? Last number we've got to plug in is that 3 on top, so I equals 3. Plugging in the 3, we get 3 cubed first. Well, 3 cubed is 27. Minus 3 will get us 24. Remember, we have to take those 3 entries from I equals 1, 2, and 3 and add them up. So the 0, 6, and 24 add up and give us 30, and that's our final answer for our series, or our summation here.